Hello everybody, welcome back to Wanderlust Reloaded. This is episode 16. So let's just get straight on with it. How about sleep first? We'll start with a sleep because that's good. Could have done that before I hit record. Never mind. On with the show, as they say. So I'll show you what I've been up to here in a minute. Just want to get some stuff cooking. So I was busy making a new machine between episodes. We've now got the crusher. And the crusher crushes things, obviously. Mainly we're using it right now for biofuel. For our biogenerator, which is just over here at the minute. Let me go and get some organic matter so we can make a bit more. And all we're using right now, because I've got so much of it, is the rotten flesh. But you can use other stuff, any food stuff basically. But rotten flesh is what I've got the most of. Just whack that in there. And put some power in, because we need some obviously. Gets a bit noisier, you might be able to hear on the recording. Just that sound of crushing all day long. Let's take that out. And let's take that off because we don't need it at the minute. So I've got 3 machines now and 1 decent power source. It's not great, but it's decent. I haven't figured out how I'm going to wire them all up yet. They're probably going to be along here somewhere, and then I'll run the wiring underneath. I've just got to decide on what type of cable or pipe I'm going to use. So I can go for BC transport pipes and do something like the gold kinesis pipe. So that's pretty fast. 2.5 k RF per tick, so it's not bad. If I want to go to the hassle of making steel, which means making a blast furnace, we can use these universal cables from Mekanism itself. The basic one does 1.28 k RF per tick, but it is 2 steel, and you do get 8 for the 2 steel, and then you can upgrade to advanced, which is 8 of those cables and 1 of them, and that's for 5 k RF per tick, and then it goes up from there to ultimate, which is the earlier cables and some ridiculous alloy, I would imagine. Yep. So, not decided on the cables. However, if we get back to our quests for a second. Oh, not this one. I was looking at the food quest. Still can't do it. Still need some stuff that I've not found yet. It's including pepper, which I've found out only grows on trees in the jungle. I've been through a lot of jungle. I've never seen peppercorn. So there's that. Anyway, we want to get on with one of these quests. It's this one. We're going to make a gas burning generator. This is what we got to at the end of last episode. So let's crack on with that. And before I show you the recipe, let's plug in our biogenerator into this. Finish off some copper. This is the sag mill, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Break stuff down into component parts. If I put some flint in here, I might get some iron dust, some other bits and pieces. You can check all the recipes out here. So if for example I could get cobble or iron, I don't really need it at the minute, so I'm not going to waste the flint. So while that's finishing off, let me grab my iron. I've also got some osmium dust to smelt up. I could just put this in the crafting furnace, the power whatever it is, you know what I'm on about, that I've got back in my base. But I'll chuck it in the smelter anyway because I don't need it immediately. Oh, that's right. There we go. But we're going to need some osmium sooner or later to make some more mechanism bits and pieces. And we're always needing more iron. Is this still going? Oh, I did get some other stuff though. I thought you had to have flint in there to get that. Maybe not. Okay, I can't wait for this to finish. We've got stuff to do, places to be. So let's see, where's it gone? That's right, throw your iron away. So this is what we want plugging in. So gas burning. So we need 2 of these aluminium brass casings, which is easy enough to make. We need 4 ingots, 2 of these enriched alloys, and 5 more. And a bit of gold, osmium, iron, and more osmium. Should have kept some of that dust. Never mind. So we need 7 of these enriched alloys. If I go back down here, have a look what we've got. I believe we've got 5. Yep. So we just need to make 2 more. So let's make sure there's some power going. Let's get a block of osmium going as well. Haven't moved the heat generator yet, I'm still deciding where to put that. But that's also another issue of how am I going to pipe the power into the base. Anyway, sounds like we're done. Okay. So that's that. Let me see, I need some more osmium. Some gold. Oh, what was the other thing? Gold. And iron. No, don't just throw it all away. Just 1. That's it. There we go. I just need to crush this up quickly. Or grind it up. I could do it in the sag mill or the crusher, I think, one of the 2. But since there's only 1 piece of each that I really need to do, it's hardly worth it. I'll save a bit of time just doing this. Come on, how much is there? I only put 2 pieces in. Alright, so let's start with the aluminium brass casings, because we need some aluminium brass and some osmium ingots. There's 2 ways of making that with the aluminium brass. You can do the smeltery, or you can just make this dust, which is 3 aluminium and 1 copper for 4 ingots. I've already got 4 to start with. So I just need to make 4 more. So we need 1, 2, 3, and 1 of them. Should be good to go for a minute. So that's 1 of them. To do that, smelt up that. And we're waiting for 1, we'll make the other. There's 1 casing. Let's break up these as well. 2 casings. Oops. So let's start crafting in this window. 4 osmium ingots, that's easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, if you put it in the right spot. 2 more enriched alloys. 1 there, 1 there. And then we just need to make this thing in the middle, the electrolytic core. Alright, so that's 5 of them. And then osmium top and bottom, iron on the left, gold on the right. Like so. And we have a gas burning generator. It's easy when you've got the stuff. And let's just do a bit of housekeeping and clean up a bit after ourselves. So we want that there, that there. No, osmium is this side. iron there, iron dust, and biofuel. We've got some somewhere. I think. Don't think I've used it. Maybe I did. I thought I kept some back. I know I made a bunch. Took like a whole stack of rotten flesh, and that's what's left of it. I thought I had some somewhere, but obviously not. We'll hang on to it for a minute, because we don't know this gas generator is powered yet. So, pick a reward, a gas tank or biofuel. Let's go for the gas tank. Ecological energy. Instead of feeding your generators, you're now able to produce energy passively or infinitely with the power of wind and sun. Due to using unreliable sources of energy, these generators won't produce as much power as those who effectively burn fuel, so you might only want to use them for things like an ME system that needs to be up all the time. You know the drill. The more higher, the more energy the wind turbine will produce. Now, I used one of these in an old series that I tried. I can't remember the pack. It has to be up really high. But I'm not sure if this is the same type of turbine or not, because the recipe looks a bit more intricate than the one I remember. But enough of that. So, we've got our gas burning generator. We've got a bit of hydrogen in the tank. We go back and look at this. So we can burn hydrogen by separating water into hydrogen and oxygen. Doesn't say how to do that, but I seem to remember a mechanism machine to do that. But let's check our rewards. More reinforced slate and some angel blocks. What are those? You can make precision shears. This block is your best friend when working in the sky or creative mode, or in water far from land, since it doesn't need a solid surface to be placed. Just right click the air and the block will appear in front of you. I see. Can be kind of useful. It's also something else I've got which I need space for. So I think it's time we make a couple of things to put in the workshop. Factory, workshop, I've got a different name for it every time I refer to it. So I think what we're going to do is make two things. We're going to make another one of these production tables, and a chest. But not a normal chest. What am I trying to say? I'm not going to make one of these either. A compartment. There we go. Words, I can speak. We're going to make a chest, but we're going to make one of these. So maybe we'll go for an iron or a copper. Not a silver. There's also these reinforced ones from better storage. I'm not sure if there's any size difference. The recipes aren't bad. You just need blocks of iron or gold or whatever. But if we go for one of these, if we look at the iron, it's a lot cheaper. Or we can go for a copper one. Or gold, or diamond. Probably not diamond actually, it looks a bit... a lot of glass actually, and a silver chest. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to make an iron one and a copper one, see what the size difference is, because I can't remember. So I need some wood. Actually, let's use the wood from down here. Save a bit of time when I can find it. So we need a couple of chests. And then we need 8 iron and 8 copper. Oh, come on, work with me. It's not that difficult. 8 of that. And we'll cook up 8 of that. So there's an iron chest. Now I do know these iron chests won't connect to each other and make a double iron chest, but I believe one iron chest is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 9, I believe. And the iron is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 9. So it's equal to 2 of them, which is not bad. As for the copper, what have we got? We've got not as big, 5 by 9. So that's useless for the time being. That isn't. And let's make production. Do I need a production table? It has a built-in furnace, but what do I really cook? If I'm going to cook something, it's going to be put in the smeltery. So actually, I'm not going to make a production table. We'll just go for the work table for now, because I knew I had one spare. So let's put the chest over here for now. Wrong one. Let's put that chest there. And I may put... we can put it next to it. I may use the copper chest for ores and stuff, seeing as it's next to the smeltery. In fact, I think I will. That's going to free up a lot of room in this compartment for other stuff, other junk. There is quite a lot of stuff in here though, but let's grab it and see how we fill it up. Let's take them. Oh, I'm full. If it's not one thing, it's the other. And then at least when I've got to smelt stuff, it's at hand. So iron, gold, copper, aluminium. Where's the tin? Tin, silver, osmium, and then everything else. And then the dusts, and the ingots. Try to keep them under each other, then I can just look at the whatever I need and then go down the line. Osmium. I picked up some lead from a monster the other day. I can't remember what I killed. I think it was a named zombie. And I dropped some lead ingots, which I've not found a use for yet, but at least I've got them if I need them. So that's osmium, that's tin. That's cobble, and I don't know how that got in there. So some more tin. We'll take the thaumium. Take these. I think we'll leave the rest for now. Yeah, that'll do. We can store some other stuff in here as well. I don't know why those aubrey bushes in there, I can't use them. Okay. So I've got iron, copper, gold, and aluminium. I also need to make that new pickaxe soon, that's what that's for. And copper, no, bronze. Oh, that's right, I made some different bronze because the recipe wasn't working. It turned out there just wasn't enough water in the carpenter. I was trying to make the fertilizer. I put in the bronze, which is like this type of bronze, and it didn't work. And I thought, oh, maybe it needs a different type of bronze because you can make it in the infuser. Turned out it was just not enough water. So let's get rid of them. Put the copper back. Put the biofuel back. Oh, and put this workbench down. Where should we put the workbench? That'll do. This is all the kind of stuff I do while I'm not recording, but it needed doing. And it makes a change from just working our way through the quest book and nothing else. We've also got this zombie horse that's wandering around. He was like over there behind the house somewhere and kind of followed me home one day. I don't know whether I should kill him or not. Got a few extra things on our fish nets while we're out here, our fish traps. Another bow, Unbreaking 3 and Flame 1. An enchanted book with Unbreaking 3 and Destruction 3. Now let's take that fish out so we can get some else. We've got another fishing rod and another enchanted book. These fishing traps are paying off dividends. I've got like 4 bows now, 4 enchanted bows. I spy a witch. Is it a common witch? No, it's just a witch. Then you have to die. I got a witch's hand. Which is not used for much. I can make seeping shoes if I get to. You know what? I'm just going to throw it. I don't think I'm going to get into witchery. Unless some quests call for it. So we'll chuck that. Chuck them. Yeah, we're good. So we'll check out this gas burning generator in just a second. And then, oh, I've got a stack of gunpowder already. Yeah, we'll check out this gas burning generator and then there's probably going to be time, I think. So, I want some mechanism stuff, don't I? That's why I was in here, so let's take that. That. Don't believe they're mechanism, but... and neither's that, but I'm going to take it anyway, because it's all the kind of stuff I'm going to need over there. What else have we got? That might be it for now. I'll have a good look through the rest of my stuff later, because I've probably got stuff everywhere. I'm not very organised. So we want that in there, and then we want that in our hands. Biofuel can stay in there for now. And so can that. So I wonder how big these are going to be. Not as big as I thought, actually. So let's put the gas burning generator there. I've no idea how these work, actually. Does it go in here? Oh, there we go. So we just need a way to make hydrogen now. To store in there. So presumably that's now going to be able to crush stuff. Or let's do the sag mill. Oh yeah, there we go. Easy as that. Till I get some pipes sorted. Or some cables. If I look at a different recipe, we can see that it holds 80 KRF. And we've still got enough hydrogen in there to keep that full and maxed out, so that's nice. That's how that cobble got in my thing, I remember now. So that's cool, but it's limited until I can figure out how to get some hydrogen. So that's what I'll be doing between this episode and next, is figuring out how to get some hydrogen. And also remembering that my ores are now over here and not over there. That's going to take a bit of getting used to. There we go. I think that's us done. I think that coke oven's done as well. This is something I'm going to have to take care of soon as well. Creosote oil. It's easy for you to say. Because it's getting full. I can take it out by bucket or I can pipe it out. I just don't know what it's used for, if anything. I know in some other packs it's useful. Don't know if it's any good in this pack though. Yeah, that's what produces it, but how do we use it? Maybe if I press U. There we go. Torches, wooden ties, creosote blocks, and that's about it by the look of it. I can make the same thing in the carpenter. So really it's good for torches and that's about it. I would have thought there'd be something else to use it on. And I'm not seeing it being used as a fuel. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just pipe it out and stick some in a fluid storage tank, like we've got with the lava up here. Because if it fills up then you can't make any more coal coke, which I've also got a stack of now. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it on yet. Maybe the heat generator, maybe something else. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm going to find out how you make hydrogen. We'll also have a look at this mekanism wind turbine and see if it needs to go as high as other turbines, like, well, I'm talking like sky's the limit, like right up as high as you can see, or whether I can just put it on a roof, for example, and that'll be enough. And then we've also got to start looking at other things like the accumulator, which I'm going to say every episode until I make it. And there's other things like the vat. We still got to make an alloy smelter as well. So lots of stuff to do. Lots of little things to make the big things. So that's what I'm going to be doing in between episodes to get ready for episode 17 already. Can you believe we've done 16 episodes already? So if you enjoyed this, give it a like. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so because it really helps. And I will catch you next time.